Hey everybody, this is Big Bill coming to you live from South Brooklyn Railroad, aka Catastrophe Railroad. A lot of you guys in the comments wanted to see the track plan for downstairs in the basement. This was the second track plan that Mr. Baranek, as you can see, he designed this track plan, as you can tell by the track planner. And basically, it has two peninsulas on either side. And this is going to be a storage stack or a staging yard. Can fit about 10 box cars into here, 40 footers. And then they'll come out into the layout itself. We have a yard system here with businesses along the back of the wall, the flat of the wall. This will be 16 feet in length. And business over here, the Kentile Floor Factory and O'Shea's junkyard here. Buildings on the background will represent some of the buildings that we had on the old layout, such as down here, the South Brooklyn Casket Company, and over here, the Great American Roller Coaster Company, and then the Barge. Oops, sorry, got a little too close there. The Barge is also would be a staging yard as well, and then two tracks here and one track in here to service the buildings coming in and others such. This was one of the other plans for the Bush Terminal, and this inquired two peninsulas again, but with two barges and staging here with the yard, and then instead we would go into the buildings as such. With other buildings here, without any trackage, there would be trucks here and stuff. Not that this was any different than this one. This was a little deeper, longer, over 6 feet out, whereas this one is only about 34 inches in width, 16 feet across. As the same with this one, 16 feet across, but a little more in depth. And this one would roll away from the wall. With these two peninsulas, what we hope to do is we're going to put them on hinges and wheels. And then when we're not using it, fold it in, and it will sit against the wall here. Basic construction, 1x3s. Oh, sorry about that. 1x3s. And we're going to mount this on the wall with a French cleat. Just it's going to hang with 45-degree angle post to support it, so we have space underneath. But these will be on wheel. These will have wheels, casters on it, and a hinge, and they'll go back. And they'll also have these from DCC. Alignment dowels on it, so that will keep them lined up and stuff. So that's the final plan. This was the original plan by Mr. Baranek. Like I said, two barges, and again, staging yard, and then a bigger yard here, and then going in. So you'd come off, switch into the yard, and then you'd switch into all the other whatever local you needed, and then barges would come in and lay up in the yard, and then you'd switch out for the local businesses. It has a limited feel to it, if you get what I mean, but you let me know what you think. This would be Bush Terminal number 1, and that would be Bush Terminal number 2. So give me your heads up, what you think, what you like, what you don't like, any suggestions. And I'd be more than happy to see what I can do, and if you got a better mousetrap, I'll probably incorporate it. But otherwise, this is where we're starting. First, we're starting with the construction. We're going to build this, and then just use this the framework and stuff like that. Just get it up before we do anything. We're getting new lighting downstairs, LED workshop lighting put in, and then after it's built, we're going to put the plastic up, and hopefully when I'm not in use, this is going to be covered. We're thinking about putting a valance over it so I can put lighting underneath it. It will stand about 4 feet high, up to the a little bit below the chest and the waist, so we can reach into the back, and a valance around it with LED lighting underneath it. So that's what we're looking to do so far. Right now we're just in the gathering stage. We have some lumber from the old layout that we're going to use, and then I just have to pick up some new stuff. And I've been acquiring stuff like you saw, the DCC alignment dowels. I picked those up. Some track, I picked up some new switches, and you can see in the red is curve switches. I think I have those. They were donated by Derek Glass a couple of years ago, so I can utilize them. But this is the Bush Terminal number 2 and Bush Terminal number 1. Let me know what you guys think. It's just having fun. It's just getting back into the hobby. I'm glad that this is good, and I want to just give a big shout out to the track planner, Mr. Baronic, Bill Baronic. He was very instrumental in this, in helping and, you know, designing this and getting it underway, and asking a lot of questions, and kind of finalizing. They were other 3 plans for this, and this is the final one that he decided on, that he made up. And then I came back to him and basically said, wanted to do something a little different. Can we tweak this? And it was a little too big, as you can see, you know, this way. I only have a limited enough space down there. So then he came back with this, and I think it works. It works for myself because, you know, there's, you know, trackage, there's a yard, there's businesses to switch in and out, and I think it would keep us busy. If it was ever coming down to help me operate, or just a solo operation. You know, I have most of the buildings, you know, that I took off. I saved everything. I saved all the switches. So I just got to soak them in alcohol to get all the, you know, ballast off, the excess ballast, and just clean them up. But other than that, it's just a basic getting track. This will be Code 83 track, along with, and using Pico and stuff like that. So that's where we're headed for. So let me give me a heads up what you think, you know, and by all means, let's get rocking and rolling. So I want to thank you guys for joining in. I do appreciate all the comments. It was nice to see that I haven't been forgotten, but it was really great to see all the great comments, and what you guys thought, and we're happy, just as I was happy to get back into the hobby and start rebuilding another layout. So thank you very much for all your well wishes and your excitement. It was greatly appreciated. All right, you take care, be well, be safe, and most of all, be blessed. All right, and as I always say, I'll see you guys on the radio.